Wow, it's like a weight was lifted up off that island. Hi, y'all. It's your captain for all things creative coming at you with the Love Island USA season 7 episodes 28 through 30 review. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you're returning to this channel, thank you so much for rocking with us. Now let's get into all the mess this episode. So, starting with episode 28, it wasn't that much going on. Also, episode 29 was After Sun, and I don't really talk about After Sun. So just know the main thing that happened was the Islanders in episode 28 had to process the results of all those votes that showed, who was most popular and what couples were the most liked by America. And everybody was gagged that Amaya was the girl's favorite because they all had been drinking Ace's Kool-Aid, that she's too much, and Austin's Kool-Aid, and they had been gossiping about her, including Zach. And I know Zach felt so stupid that he ganged up on Amaya. When Amaya was complaining about him that episode before they broke up, she was saying how instead of pulling her for chats, he was sitting there gossiping with all the guys. So she started to feel single on the island. And I'm sure Zach felt so stupid because he was course correcting all of episode 28, trying to get back in Amaya's good graces. But thank God Amaya stood on business when she told him that he was a odd individual that she did never want to speak too seriously again. She did cry and apologize for calling him out and calling him names because I think Amaya, she's truly sweet. She never wanted to cuss him out. He took her there, but she knows better, so she, tearfully said, she don't like cussing people out. She knows how that could hurt his feelings, whatever. And Zach tried to apologize, and he definitely was really, really hoping that she forgave him all the way because even during the challenge, he kissed her when there wasn't even supposed to be a kiss, even though he was feeling himself before he found out America's feelings and told her that he had never wanted to kiss her. But now all of a sudden he's trying to kiss her all the time. So Zach was giving fake. Also, Ace was giving broken. Y'all can never make me hate Ace. Like, I used to watch him do the dancing lives where he was teaching people the hip hop moves, and all the light and the fun just has really gone out of him this season, especially after America humbled him. I think he was feeling really sad, but I do think part of it is him regret not choosing Coco because a lot of the drama that he was facing and how sad he was had to do with Shelly kind of wilding out over Chris. From since the heart rate challenge, Shelly, by beefing with Huda and, going back and forth between Chris and Ace, she really, I think, turned a lot of fans off to the whole Ace and Shelly romance. And I think Ace's whole game plan blew up in his face. And it's really funny because it's the bet that he made. As much as I love Ace, he's the one that set the tone with just explore, don't be serious about stuff. So Shelly, I think, is getting her lick back now with, okay, you want to explore, you want to not choose me. So I'm going to keep exploring. This is Explorer Island. And Ace, he's trying to reel her back in a lot of the time, but she was not having it. So by the time, the votes from America came in, I think Shelly got a wake up call too because she was acting confused about everything until she realized she was at the bottom and nobody's taking her and Ace seriously as a couple. So she finally closes things off with Chris. She makes breakfast for Ace, finally reciprocating all the things he has done for her, which she never did because I think she is used to being pursued and chased and she likes that. So this time she did some introspecting, even though she said she didn't care what America thought. She started to act right, finally, like somebody who was in a relationship that was reciprocal by making Ace breakfast, trying to cheer him up. And I think Ace was sad that it took that long, but I think it did cheer him up that, Shelly at least was choosing him. But I think it was given a little too late with him. And I had seen some like live snippets from his friends who are not happy with Shelly. So I don't think this is a storybook romance, and I don't think they're gonna get a lot of votes. Also, during episode 28, Chris and Huda get closer. He kind of soft launches him experimenting with, changing careers and not playing basketball forever. And Huda's accepting of anything that she can get. I think Huda has been humbled a long time ago. Ace and Shelly were humbled this episode, but Huda's been humbled, from being almost kicked off twice. So she's on her best behavior as best as she can with Chris. Now, the person who was humbled the most was Taylor and Clark. And Taylor was so sad about everything, but he was trying to comfort Clark and basically knowing that she's also getting, not received very well because of him. And I'm pretty sure that these two will be dumped next. There was a vote tonight after episode 30 for who your favorite couples are, and they said by Tuesday they'll get the results, and the couple that gets the least amount of votes will be dumped. And I'm pretty sure that will be Taylor and Clark since they were on the bottom for everything else. The only other couple that I could see getting less votes than Taylor and Clark would be Ace and Shelly. But again, Shelly finally decided to start acting right. So I think Taylor and Clark will definitely be the ones on the bottom. And in terms of the top contenders, Amaya and Brian, they had a kiss, and Amaya wore an iconic moo some very clutch ancestral garb that made Brian know that she was the real one. And they looked so cute. So they're one of the front runners. They're definitely going to be in the top three. And then by episode 30, basically you have Amaya and Brian finding out that they're, from the same town. Their families are from the same town in DR, and they have a lot in common, and he's trying to be a safe space for her. It's given all green flags. So cute. And she chooses him, the recoupling. So I think this is a couple to watch, especially for Amaya. I think if it was about individuals, Amaya would win by herself. But because people aren't sure how Brian's going to treat her, they're kind of literally just coupling as of episode 30. That's the only reason why they might not win. But the other front runner for sure is, drumroll, Landry and Nick, who people have been shipping for forever. And they seem to really have a genuine love and respect for one another that has been tested by everything in the island. They have gone through everything, including Alandria being dumped by Taylor and Nick losing Sierra to Scandal. So episode 30 opened with you kind of seeing Sierra around, but literally like 10 minutes into it, we find out Sierra got the Ulissa treatment for the slurs she posted that were offensive to the Asian community. And it was more than one, so she couldn't even say, oh, it's just a mistake. It was like, I think, 2 posts that were found. And she's also friends with somebody who apparently made light of the Trayvon Martin situation, another influencer. So Sierra got dumped from the villa, but Nick didn't leave with her. So they weren't that in love, and he moved on to Alandria. And when Alandria picked him, this man literally jumped in the air. And Pepe was happy. The whole island was happy. Ace called it. Nicolandria Hive has been calling it. So this is definitely the couple to watch. I think them and Amaya are the front runners. I'd be happy either way. Whoever of the two of them wins will be wonderful. Iris and Pepe coupled up, and as Alandria said, Pepe got a type. They're both bombshells that came in at the same time. So I don't think they're going to win, but they will be top 3. I think they're going to probably beat Chris and Hoodie, but definitely beat Taylor and Clark. So the love is finally back on Love Island now that most of the toxicity has been removed. Say how you felt about the episode. Say who you voted for in the comments. And we'll be back again with more to talk about Monday and definitely Tuesday night. Bye.